Come with me as I show you the best of the Louvre. All the highlights, the best way to do it, all the hints, everything you need to know if you want to come to the Louvre. Check this video out. Don't miss it. Come with me. Check the Louvre the best way, direct to the point. Don't waste your time. Come on, man. And this is a section of Eastern art, sculptures, very ancient stuff. Dating, for example, these two guards, gate guards, lions, dating back to 700 before Christ. And check out this room I'm going to show you now. Come with me. If you enjoy art and history a little bit, I definitely appreciate it. And I mean, are the lines long? Yes, the lines are long. Is it overcrowded? Yes, it is overcrowded, but definitely worth it. And for 22 euros, that's a good deal. Really good deal. focused on looking at the sculptures and the vases, and it all looks good, but suddenly you look up the ceiling and this is what you see. Gives you that feeling of being in a palace. So is the Louvre worth it? Just this room itself with the Greek sculptures, it's already fantastic. I mean, just this one room. That I wonder, what if I were Greek and I'd come to France and see all the sculptures from my country in here? I don't know, I'd have the same feeling, but for me, it's just amazing. A different section of the museum, the Apollo Gallery, and it's not really focused on sculptures and on paintings, but on decorative art and the jewels of the French crown. And as we come in, it is an amazing room. For you guys Starbucks fans, I don't know how the French allowed it, but there is a Starbucks right here inside the Louvre, and I would think they would allow this. They would have like some local cafe, but there you go, guys. Starbucks. right here on the Louvre. We have another classic of the Louvre collection is Milo's Venus. How busy it is because of that lady right there in the back, Mona Lisa. She's the one attracting all the attention in the room. I mean, everybody has to come here and take a pic, otherwise you haven't come. Look at this painting. Much less attention, but definitely worth it. Cagliari is the painter, Italian painter. See if we can even get close to the Mona Lisa. I mean, and right there on the background, the Mona Lisa. And those crowds is packing the room to see her. And she is the star of the show. And I guess there's no way you have come to the Louvre and you have not taken a close look at Mona Lisa. And this is why everybody's here. And we're gonna go through this crowd and try to take a closer look at her, see what's up. First impression is she's much smaller than you might think she is. But, let's see if we can get closer to her. After a lot of waiting in the crowd, we're now close to her.
You take one. Thank you.
Definitely worth seeing it. There's a crowd here.
Merci beaucoup.
Done with the crowd. One thing is true though about Mona Lisa. She gives you the sensation that as you walk by her, she's always looking at you. I walk by the left side and then on the right side, and it's that weird sensation that wherever you go, to the right side or to the left side of the painting, it seems like she's looking at you, and that is true. That is unique of her, I'd say. I was reading some of the information here on the painting, and Leonardo da Vinci used lots of techniques to make her seem like she's greeting us, like the position of her body, the way of her smile, the layers of painting, etc. So it was intentional, and it does work. Still on the European session of the museum, European paintings. Look at this room. Right as you exit from the Mona Lisa room, you can have all these other great paintings. So it is quite overwhelming. It gets to a point where it's actually overwhelming because there are so many beautiful pieces of art, so many beautiful paintings, sculptures. Again, look at this one. Fragments of decorations of the Zeus temple back in Greece. These date back to 460 before Christ. I mean, it is really neat to get this close and take a look at such ancient pieces. It's, you know, almost your history becomes tangible. Crazy. Now getting to the Roman part of the sculpture collection, and you have stuff like this, 36 BC, right in front of you. Alexander the Great. The whole statue is an original, but the head is not. Amazing. 300, more than 300 years before Christ. Still a little bit of Roman sculpture collection. Some of the highlights. There's just a lot of stuff. I've been here for more than an hour just in the Roman section, and as I'm about to leave, I'm not sure I visit the entire thing, you know. There's just a lot to see. A lot. And as you look out the window, I mean, more surprises. Look at this courtyard. It's just amazing. With the fountains, sculptures, and the tree right in the middle. And this is just a view from the window, so I mean, there's just a lot to see here. Let's keep on moving. As we're now in the hallway of European paintings, we start seeing already some classics. 1700 Goya. The Death of the Virgin by Caravaggio. Right here behind me. And here we go, another classic by Leonardo da Vinci, The Virgin on the Rocks. It's full of classics, guys. As we walk, we see the greatest we've studied in art history. They're all here. Another one by Da Vinci. There we go. A whole Da Vinci section. As we get now to the Egyptian collection, we see some very ancient stuff. Take a look at this head of a sarcophagus 1,300 years before Christ. That's right here. Lots of ancient pieces. Everything dating 1,000, 1,500 years before Christ. And take a look at this piece over here. Just amazing. Look at the size of it. As we continue on the Egyptian collection, we can see some pretty sizable statues dating 1,300 years old before Christ. So it's some pretty ancient stuff, and many of them, they really have a very sizable Egyptian collection here at the Louvre. I've been for about half an hour and still have like halfway to go, so there's a lot of stuff here to see. And as now we get to the ancient Egyptian empire, we have pieces like this, which are from 2000 to almost 3,000 years before Christ. So, I mean, it's pretty amazing to be around this old of pieces of art. Now we enter a different section of the museum, as we are going to see some of the furniture and objects from French kings from the 1400s to the 1600s. Places like this, fully decorated. Chandeliers, furniture. Part for the French royalty objects and decoration, we have this 1600. Very neat. I'll give you a closer look to it. Very nice. On the French royalty objects, we have this chess game from Louis the 17th. Very neat, bronze and silver. It's just full of details. Amazing. And as we get out of the first floor, and we're going to the second floor. This is just like random stairs here. Now on the Northern European section of the museum with the paintings. Maybe we missed Van Gogh. They don't have any Van Gogh paintings here. They do have some Rembrandt, and the collection is quite extensive. There's a full room with some of his classics. And alongside Da Vinci's, I'd say it's one of the artists and paintings that most impressed me here. So all these are Rembrandt pieces. The way he works with shadows and light is really interesting. And some of the details on the paintings, like take a look at this one. It's just amazing details. They have at least 20 of his paintings here, and maybe aside from Van Gogh, he's one of the biggest names in Northern European Dutch painters. Really neat stuff. And here's one of his classics. A slaughtered cock, or the slaughtered ox. One of the most impressive parts of the collection here at the Louvre. Definitely must see. We're now getting into a whole section of French sculpture and art pieces from 1500s, and we got stuff like this. Came from a church on top of the tombs of two people there. Everything on marble. bunch of stuff. Just some beautiful sculptures and pieces of art all over. I'm very impressed with this part of the museum with the French medieval sculptures and pieces of art. He just has some amazing stuff on marble, like this one. It just goes on forever. It's a huge collection. It has like an indoor part of it, and then it goes to a kind of outdoor part. A temporary exhibition specific on the Olympics, and you can, if you're coming to the Olympic Games, you can check this out. It's temporary, so I'm not sure how long this is going to be available, but they have sculptures, objects, history, and a lot of information about the Olympics. We're now in a brand new 2012. It's a brand new wing of the Louvre Museum with Islamic art, and as we entered, it's a little bit more modern, has a little bit of digital stuff. But as we enter, we see this beautiful bronze piece. I'm going to show you guys. From between 1000 to 1300s, found in Spain, but of Islamic origin. And here we have some more information on it. So apparently it used to be a piece of a garden or somewhere with water. Very cool. The whole Islamic area, it's fairly new, so it has another decoration to it, another look to it. Very modern-like structure. I had had shown you guys some European sarcophagus, some Egyptian sarcophagus, and here we have Islamic sarcophagus. This one dating back to 500 BC, so also pretty ancient stuff. Can't help but to imagine the various ceremonies and rituals they had back then. And how about this funerary vase dating back from 4th century before Christ? Part of the Greek collection as well. This is pretty cool. Pretty big too. I mean, look at me and the vase there. And how about this Greek funerary lion? According to the information here, these lions and other animals or beasts were used to decorate tombs back in the day in Greece. And this specifically lion is from 350 before Christ. First as a castle, as a protection to Paris itself, then as a prison, then as a government building. The Louvre structure building has had many functions over the years, starting on the 1400s, all the way to the 1800s when it actually started being and becoming a museum dedicated building. In 1980s with François Mitterrand, they started some excavations and they found a lot of the original structure from back in the Middle Ages, and this is some portions of it as we can see here. So it's really neat the way they built the modern Louvre, maintaining the medieval structure of the Louvre itself. All this wall you can see on my right side here